Welcome back, heroes. There we go. Oh, I was trying to get the controller to work and it was having issues. Alright. So we are doing an int build. So we do know that we are going to want something with strike damage, preferably with some bleed for this build, and then we're definitely going to be going... I want to do the digger staff, even though the astrologer staff does have the higher spell power with int scaling. Well, we automatically start off with the lantern, so it won't be that big of a deal. We can go with the astrologer staff. It does have more scaling. If we were going to do an int faith build, this is the one that I would go with. If I only wanted to use incantations, if I was going to use both sorceries and incantations for a run, I would go with this one. This is faith only. And this, like I said, this is the cool thing with this is you never need the lantern and it has more lighting, but we can use the lantern, it's fine. Getting the digger staff is actually really simple. An auxiliary, we need a spell. We're going to go with the Ice Shard because it's going to do the most for us when it comes to sorceries. It does cost a little bit more than some of the other spells in here, like the Glintstone Nail or Gravity Spring, Glintstone Arc. Even the Deep Sleep is less expensive. But the reason why I want to go with the Frost one is because it is 100% going to allow us to get frost proc buildups, which is going to be crucial when we go take on other bosses later. So, yeah, okay. I was just making sure that my microphone was being picked up properly. So, but yeah, that's kind of the way I want to go with it. And yeah. I was trying to help Devin get into the game, and in the process, I corrupted my save file that we had the Faith build on. So I figured this would be a good time to just restart, essentially, and go from there. So that is what we did. And in the process, I found out that they actually changed the entry. There's an update to the game. Now our primary focus at the beginning is going to be getting our intelligence up. Or not our intelligence, our mind up, so that we can get more spell casting. Oh. There we go. But yeah, we want to get more spell casting. And the way we do that is by getting more mind. We will get some endurance up. We will get some intelligence up. But that is not our primary focus off the bat. Give me another golden seed here. I will say load times right now are a little crazy. I'm not sure what's going on. It's definitely a computer issue right now. My computer is running ridiculous slow for some reason. So we may see quite a few just black screens for a few seconds. Hopefully not all that long, but it just depends. All right, so there is the grace here. I'm going to sit at this grace because it's actually going to give us our stuff for seamless co-op, because I figured out how to get that to work so that Devin can play with us. And then we are going to... Oh, we can't even level up yet. I keep forgetting. I was like, I've got 5,000 runes. I'm going to go ahead and get some more mind real quick. With this version of the game, in case you've missed some of the other episodes, the more mind you have, the more spell casting you have, and the more FP regeneration you get. Yeah, I walked into that one. Jeez. There we go. Already starting off not so good. Once we can play with Devin, though, I am definitely doing the Poison Rot build that I had talked about while doing the Faith run. The reason why I selected this outfit is we do get the cloak that when we use jump strikes actually increases our damage from jump strikes, so that is a plus. But it will be interesting to see what new stuff has been added with the update that they did. I haven't even looked at it. I literally just re-downloaded everything. Like, I deleted... Here's how crazy I got. I had to delete all of Elden Ring. Like, all of it. All the save files, all the everything. And then I had to also get rid of all the mods and whatnot. And then I had to slowly install each one step by step in order to get this to work. Alright, so we've got 5,000 runes. Goes straight into mind. I'm going to get that to 20, then I'm going to get vigor to 20, and then we're going to get intelligence to 20. And we're just going to keep doing that each time. Just 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. Okay. Oop, wrong button. I've been playing ESO, and so, like, I try to sprint like it's ESO. But I was 100% in there. Boom. Weeping Peninsula. But in theory, hopefully next week we'll be able to get Devin on with us. That will definitely be a nice little plus. Got a Rune of Grace. Purchase. I'm going to go ahead and get blue because we're a spellcaster, so why not? Inventory. Not bad. It's not as bright as I would hope, but... Tomato. Ooh. We don't start with the lantern anymore? That might be a bummer. Map of the Weeping Peninsula, which is where we're at. Alright, so inventory. I want to gobble this up. Then we're going to use the 15,000 to get some more mind and any vigor that we can go ahead and get. There's 20. 15 there. Now the neat thing is as we level up, we're also getting more armor. So we're not really having to worry about it. So yeah, it's a good thing to have overall, um, or at least to divide it up. I don't know of any good int weapons early on that we can get. With Faith, there is the scythe that we were using, and technically we could go back in and grab it, get the... oh wait, no, because that's a somber stone weapon. Never mind. I was going to say we could get the scythe anyway that we were using in the Faith run, but we're not leveling Faith, and we can't change its typing to be int, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Grab this. So the real question is going to be, where do we get the lantern then? If we're not starting with the lantern, do we have to buy it from the chicks at the round table? Because that takes a while to actually get to the round table if you start clearing content like we're going to do. That is interesting. Interesting. Nope, he doesn't sell it. And up there is just a way to send us to Altus Plateau, I think. Still. We've got a couple graces. We'll risk it. Because who knows, they may have changed this. Hi, excuse me. Hello, you guys. Excuse me, too. If you've missed any of our other episodes, though, there are enemies that got added to the game that have, like, this little gold hue to them. They are 100% random. They can be from anywhere in the game, at any time. You can also force them to spawn if you want to do... like, if you want to sit down in a grace and reset the world, and then check enemies near you to see if they better hurry. Missed your chance. Yo, thank you, Liza Tate, for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yep, so this brings us to the Royal Capital. And blue's not bad, to be honest. Ooh. Let's sit at the Grace then, so we can teleport. That sends us so far up there. Alright, yeah, we're just going to go to the Church of Pilgrimage. I'm going to go ahead and we'll buy the map fragment for here, just to show how that works. We're going to buy Weeping Peninsula, Limgrave East, and West. So, as you'll see, it'll say map found. And boom. So now we see all of the Limgrave area. And you don't have to go find... So if you're one of those people that are like, oh my god, I don't want to go look for map fragments in places. I don't want to look for... Like, you can buy the one that will show you every cave, every boss. See how this bat has like that golden hue to him? He was worth almost 2k runes. Whereas a normal bat's not even worth half that. So I think they're worth like 200 runes. Yeah, I mean, life's going pretty good. Got a new job. Um, you know, I get to hang out with more of my family that I haven't gotten to really spend time with in a long, long while. So yeah, life's going good. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for asking. Um, am I straight up missing the? Did I overshoot it? Oop, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I just didn't go far enough. That's the problem. There it is. Wasn't paying attention. But yes, life is treating me quite well. Thank you very much, Liza. It's going to take me like 30 minutes to stop hitting that button to sprint. Alright. I don't think we... There we go. Got a little bit more health. We could also check to see how summons behave in this one. Oop. Simply because we never really used summons. The faith build was that powerful. We didn't need summons. So we could check once we get our first summon. I really like using the Rot Dogs summon. Ooh, jumped a little late on that one. There we go. Solely because that summon does have the ability for builds that don't have quick access to rot buildup. It does allow you to very quickly get rot buildup on enemies. Come on. Oh, no you don't. Come on. Come on. Hit me out of the freaking air, buddy. Downside to an int build, honestly, for me, is the fact that we are not going to get... I still don't understand why they did that, but... we are not going to have access to healing magic, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer. Well, that's not 100% true. We can, in fact, equip a healing spell. We could have started with the staff that scales off of int and faith, or gotten the item that... the stone shard that also scales off of and faith, but allows you to use sorceries and incantations. We could have done that and then just not ever increased faith and just got a healing spell. So there is that possibility. And we might do that when we play with Devin, since we're going to do a rot poison build. That's right. Run away from the spellcaster. Look how hard we hit, though. Oop. That's the downside. You almost made me roll off the edge, buddy. There we go. So, yeah. I mean, all in all, I like the difficulty level that they've added to the game. I do like the mechanics that they've added. It makes Elden Ring, if you're like me and you've played a lot of Elden Ring, it does make it to where it feels like a brand new game. It really does. We're going to go ahead and spend the 2k runes that we have so that we can go ahead and get that one more point of health. We're going to need it for this boss fight. I hate this boss fight. I don't know why they make this one the first boss fight. Luckily, we've got pretty good setup for health and magicka. So we can, for the most part, stay at ranged with this guy. So we just run. And what you want to do is get... Because there will be a point where he just... There we go. Where he backpedals. Oop. I don't really want to miss too many of my spell casts. Because it can suck waiting for your mana to regen. This is why you want to dump your first... if you're going to do any spell casting whatsoever, dump it into whatever your... you want to dump it into the mind stat first. Or you will run out of FP stupid fast. There we go. So we actually got a legendary summon, which... with the amount of FP we have, we can't even summon that guy. So... no biggie. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I'm actually going to go run back into the cave to use the grace real quick. We've got 3k runes. That should give us one more point of vigor. And then we're going to go fight the tree guy up top. The only person we won't be fighting for a little while is going to be the... what you call it? The Evergoal boss that's here. The frost guy. Number one, he doesn't really give us anything besides the new currency, the ethereal medallions. He does give us one of those. But outside of that, we'll get the source seal, which is cool. But we don't really need the source seal. So we're going to use the same tactic we used with the Faith build. The lightning was doing way more damage to this guy than Frost is, sadly. Okay, he's using his big holy attack. So we just run in a circle, dodge all that. And anytime we have enough FP to throw a spell, that's what we want to do. And we just keep this up. Oh. Out of FP. There's another frost proc. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to hit us with the big holy overhand hit. He's just using the shooting stars or whatever it's called. Okay. He's ready for another frost proc, which is nice. So I just pepper him every time I have enough FP to do it. That's what I was talking about. If you're not careful, that thing will hit you, and it can one-shot us this early on. There's the frost proc. Done. So that gives us some tears and a medallion, which is awesome. Okay. That rune. Okay. Get that grace there. Even though we can't use it, we're going to go get the madness spell that's over here, as well as the sacred tear that's inside this church. Ow! Crap. Jump. Now, another thing I want to point out is the Knights Cavalry, whatever those stupid guys are called. They can aggro from a gazillion miles away. It's a little ridiculous how far away they can aggro. For example, if it was nighttime right now, all I'd have to do is come stand right about here, and he would aggro from way down there. And he'll chase you to the ends of the world. It's crazy how far those guys will chase you. This guy right here, if you're playing any form of melee build, this guy sells all of the wet blades. He also has some... That should prove my point. The gargoyle, or golem, or whatever you want to call him, that's way down there, is trying to hit us because I came and stood over here. Now, I am going to run in here and get the golden seed. Golden seed. And you'll notice that the map fragment that's normally right there is gone. That's because we bought the map fragment. Slight waste of runes, honestly, for a run, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. So, there we go. Alley-oop. Can still get the turtle shield. A warming stone. Let's go get us a new memory stone in case we get more spells. Turtle 1. Turtle 2. And a turtle 3. Boom. Do 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 do. Okay. And I'm really excited to get this to work on Devin's computer so that we can play this together, because I honestly think that this would be an absolute blast with another person playing. It's crazy how little I see of modded Elden Ring anymore. There used to be a lot of people doing the Convergence mod, doing the Reforged mod. I've never seen anyone playing Reborn, which is crazy because this is such a great mod. Okay, and then so this cave, for whatever reason, they decided to make all of the enemies like ridiculous hard to see, and I don't know why. See, like there's a guy standing right there. It's annoying how hard it is to see these guys. Oh, except for this one. He's got extra runes. Dang it. Stop going backwards, you turd. He was worth 900. A normal one of these guys, haven't really been paying attention, is only worth 60. And then we ended up getting 900 from one because he had the extra rune marker. Like, could you imagine if you could get that to randomly spawn on a boss or a dragon? Like, I don't know what that uptick is, but that is a phenomenal uptick. Excuse me. I kind of wish I had a big AoE skill that I could throw down here. Oh no, there's a dude down here with extra runes. I'm gonna have to try and take him. Oh, if I don't die trying to get to him. Nope, nope. This guy. Dang it. Okay, I'll take the hug for this one. Had to go spellcaster for it, but we got it. That's all that matters, y'all. That is all that matters. Pool. Done deal there. Alright, before we go there, I am going to go sit at the grace. I want to spend the 6k runes we have. Let's get our vigor up to 20 and put a few points into intelligence. Because that's going to give us more damage. Level up. There's those. And then we want to go intelligence. Ah, we're 500 short. That gives me 400. Dang it. Well, here. I can fix that. Hold up. Because there's these two dudes right here. Take him out. That's 60. That's going to put us at 2100. That puts us at 2180. Then I come in here and I take this. And that puts us at 2586, which I believe is just enough. Oh, we're one away. Are you kidding me? Come down here and get this. There we go. Puts us at 27, which is more than enough. Oh, sounds like the Thunder's doing good tonight. Welcome to the channel, everyone. We're getting ready to take down our second boss of the run. We are doing an int-based caster. My goal is to go figure out what top tier spell we want before we spend our points. Because last time we were able to buy 2 or 3 spells. I think it was 2, honestly. And so I wanna see what spells, like what type of sorcerer do I wanna make, you know? Frost obviously is a really nice go-to because of that frostbite. And that's the end of you. So yeah. I'm really interested in figuring out what spells do we want to go with. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can get some good spells. Yeah, we'll go sit down at the Grace just to regen our stuff. Okay. Off to the next boss. That's kind of the name of the game here, is there's really no way for us to farm runes this early on, even if we wanted to. There are a couple ways to get mass runes early on if we wanted to. If you guys wanted to sit here and watch me take an hour to go run places, we could definitely 100% do that. To where I could start off at, level... Actually, we could go to Mog's Palace essentially immediately, and do the bird farm. And there's a possibility that doing the bird farm, the bird ends up with the extra runes. So I might show the bird farm in case anyone doesn't know the bird farm once we get the thing that can take us to Mog's Palace. Okay. Outside of that, there is obviously the Dragon Grail. You can take it out for about 50k runes. If you do it right, you can just infinitely do it. The problem is that takes about 10 minutes of whacking on Grail just to get him to where you can get the 50k runes. So that is kind of time consuming if you don't have a whole army of people with different ailment statuses that can help chew through that health very, very quickly. Okay. 2793. I wonder how much we need for the next level. Okay, we have plenty. We want to get intelligence up a little bit so that our frost spell will start doing more damage. It's insane that they got rid of the ability for us to start with... No, we're apparently doing really well on the Thunder game. To not start with some form of light source. Like a torch or something, you know? I don't know what's still alive down here, but I'm going to skip it. If it wants to fight me, it can come into the light. Oh, snap! And they did. Whew! That was close. Now this fight is just dangerous, period, because we're fighting a rune bear really early. Now, the wolves will help us, as long as we don't attack the wolves first, and we target the bear. Okay. Oh. Ah! I rolled into it. The crap. Bruh! I'm rolling! And what sucks is he doesn't even give us one of the medallions. That's the hard part. Is there a good melee weapon you can get early on that scales with int? Yes and no, Drew. In this version of the game, you can get literally any weapon relatively early on. As far as an int specific weapon, you could just book it straight to Laernia of the Lakes and get the Watchdog's, what is it? The Watchdog's staff, I believe is what it is. That is an int weapon. Scales off of int and strength, technically. But when I go to the round table hold, I'll be able to actually show you that you can buy every weapon, every spell, every armor piece in both base and DLC. So there's always a relatively, quote unquote, easy way to get whatever it is that you're looking for. So if there's a specific weapon that you're looking for int based, it may be later in the game, but you get enough medallions for it by defeating bosses, and you can just buy the dang thing. Hey. That's... I mean, the Rune Bear is technically a boss. Didn't give us anything. She didn't give us anything, except for her stupid spell, which sucks. But yeah, they added a new merchant at the Round Table Hold for this mod, where you can literally buy everything in the game. You just need the new currency, which is called Ethereal Medallions. You get these from fighting bosses. You get them from the Night Riders, the Deathrite Birds. Yeah. At a certain point, you'll have enough to flesh out whatever kind of build you're really wanting to do. So I wouldn't worry too much about, oh my god, do I need to go fight every boss before I can get something? No. I mean, we're gonna finish up where we are here, and then we're gonna go to Round Table Hold before we start doing Central Limgrave, and I will show you. At least I think I can get there from Central Limgrave, and I will show you the vendor because I want to figure out what spells I want before we get too invested into it. 196 now per cast. Ooh, Iron Cleaver. Also, spells, whether that's int or faith-based spells, so sorceries or incantations, they now have new effects based on if they have a chargeable effect or not. Unfortunately, we cannot. Okay, somebody threw something at us. We took damage from somebody. That one's down. I think the guy that hit us fell off. Okay, then I want to come over here. Can I target that guy and hit him from here? That's the question. Yes, I can. That's really all I wanted. Get rid of the dang flyer ones. Oh. There we go. Oh, we have no strength. That is terrible. I forgot to use up our golden seeds. Dang it. And this weapon is not big enough for these boys to get poised broke. So of course I'm going to just take damage from them. Sucks. Okay. Now I do like the fact that we have passive FP generation, which is nice. Let's go ahead and heal up. There we go. So if we run out of FP, all we got to do is wait for a few seconds, and we get our FP back. And the more FP we have, thanks to the mind stat, the more regeneration we get. So it's a double fold. It's great. Hello. There we go. Alright, boss room! Woot woot, yay! Grab another somber. In fact, that was 3 sombers. Whew! We're cooking now. Alright. Now, frost is an amazing stat to put on somebody, because while they are frostbitten, they take 10% more damage from all sources, not just frost. So a really good, there's another medallion for us, a really good like stat build-up kind of gameplay that you would want to do is hit them with frost until they take frostbite, and then if you have like a super strong hitting spell, you want to hit them with that as soon as they're frostbitten, because they will take 10% more damage. So we've technically, aside from this little spot right here, we've cleared everything but this castle down here. But I want to go check on spells, because I want to know how many medallions I need to save up for the spells that I want. So normally I would go ahead and go down to the castle and do that. We're going to go grab 1 grace out this way. And then we are going to run into Central Limgrave and go from there. Smack. Switch over to this so that we can get the Scarab. Another cool feature that they added was every weapon in the game can now use Ashes of War. The only downside to it is, for example, if I put Mighty Shot on my Morning Star, it's not going to do anything. Like, at all. But that just has kick because of that. Okay. Am I excited for Night Rain? Yes. Yes. My friend Devin and I are stoked and can't wait for Night Rain to come out. In fact, my new job pays me a few days before Night Rain comes out so that I can buy it for the both of us so that we can get it downloaded and ready to rock and roll for us to play it the day it drops. Downside to that, though, is the fact that I most likely will work the day it drops. I don't know what my schedule is going to be that far out yet, but I probably have to work that day. And so I'm going to... no, I want to go this way. I'm going to get home at whatever time and then immediately jump into playing it. And it's going to be one of those things where I'll be streaming it until I either have to go to sleep because of work the next day or until I pass out, whichever one comes first. But yeah, I'm stoked for it. It looks super fun. What about you, Drew? Are you excited for Night Rain? Okay. That didn't let me go. Normally I wouldn't do this running while on stream right now, but I'm just trying to get to round table. And we're near night, so the night riders are going to start coming out. Absolutely. Took a vacation day to be off work that day. Yeah, unfortunately, I just started with this job, so I don't have any PTO built up. So, and because I'm still the new guy, I don't want to sit there and be like, "Hey, boss, I know I just literally started a week ago, but at the end of the month, because of a video game, I really need to take off." I just don't think that would sit well with my new boss. So. For now, I'll work around their schedule. But yeah, I'm stoked. The only thing that really I think needs to happen is to make it cross-platform, because I have friends who are going to be playing it, but they are on Xbox and PS4 and PS5 and whatever. And so like I'm really wishing that they would set it up to be cross-platform, but from everything I've heard, it's not going to be, unfortunately. Well, I guess it could be considered fortunate and unfortunate, to be honest with you. Fortunately, it's not going to be cross-platform, so that the people who are gonna just absolutely have to be like, I need to mod this, or I need to hack the game so that always winning at it, it would ruin the game for a lot of people who would play on console. But for everybody else, like, it would be awesome if they could play with their friends who are going to be on consoles. That's why I stopped playing like Call of Duty and stuff, is because of PC players that were hacking the freaking game. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know my friend's looking forward to it. I don't know if there's anybody in my department at work that plays video games, to be perfectly honest. I know there's a guy who watches some people playing Death Stranding at work, but I don't know if he actually plays video games, and if he does, because he's watching Death Stranding, I have a feeling that's the kind of gameplay he likes. So, I don't know. Little rough. Alright. That technically puts us in Limgrave. Can I now go to Round Table? Yes, we're getting the cutscene. Thank you. Alright. Now you'll get to see how crazy the modder made Round Table. Okay, so as you can see, the middle room seems to be fairly normal. Aside from this door is now down here instead of upstairs where it normally is. They did. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember if this is like this in the base game, but somebody did tell me that this is actually just a call out to other Dark Souls games. You come over here. Hugh is normally standing right here, hammering away. They have moved him and the twin maiden finger chicks into Fia's room. She's no longer here. She's downstairs. She has that, but she does not have the lamp. Interesting. Costs 118 FP. Holy crap, that uses up almost all of our FP. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not doing that. He still does all his normal stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do Radhika. I should have stopped and talked to her to get the jellyfish. I wonder if I still can. I may have just goofed her quest line, but I'm not worried about it because I can still buy the jellyfish if I have to. So, her quest line's not broke. Okay. Down here, you're going to get Rajier. He looks vastly different for some reason. He's right there. That's Rajier. I'm not going to talk to him. This is the new merchant. They got added in. So, you can trade for literally every weapon in the game. So you were asking about int-based weapons. You know, this is int scaling. You know what I mean? So like, it's crazy. Here, let me go see if. Yeah, here you go. So daggers. There's an int scaling dagger. You know what I mean? So like, you can literally go through here and just be like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, that scales with int. This is actually a really good weapon for spellcasters, just FYI. Um, so, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Here's this one. Confuses golem-type enemies when they're attacked. I don't understand what that means. Confused enemies will attack anything. Okay, but if I'm the only one around, they're still attacking me. You know what I mean? Here you go. Rotten Crystal Sword is int-based and does Scarlet Rot. Takes 8 of the medallions if we wanted to buy that. You know what I mean? Here's from... this is int faith scaling. Technically, it's strength dex scaling. But it can use int and faith if you want to do a quad build. But I don't recommend doing that with this game because I believe level 200 is the highest we can go. But this blade right here is from... excuse me, the Shadowlands. So that's available. Letis Sword, also from Shadowlands, if I remember correctly. This is Dex, Faith, Strength scaling, but, got the Flamberge, you've got the Executioner's Sword, you've got Blasphemous Blade. Like, literally every weapon in the game is available right here. Same thing when it comes to armors, talismans, Ashes of War. If there's, I just watched a video on somebody beating the entire game with spinning gravity thrust. This was amazing to watch, by the way. I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but yeah. War Cry, Barbaric Roar. You've got Flame Strike, Flame of the Redmanes, freaking Thunderbolt, if you want to do that. I mean... literally everything. It's crazy. Spirit Ashes. Look at that. Every Spirit Ash. By the way, the most expensive Spirit Ash is 300. It's the Mimic tier. And they changed it to where this one, I think, actually does go off of FP cost now instead of HP cost to summon. There is still one in here. I don't remember where it is, but it does have an HP cost instead of... an FP cost. Hold on. Okay. I don't know which one it was, but there is one in there. This is every Ash of War, or every weapon skill in the game, whether it's legendary or not. And then this here is everything else. In case there's just something you have to have for a boss fight. All the fragments. Deeper Depths, Mogwin Palace. There's dungeon maps, gravesite dungeon maps. I mean, it's crazy, just the amount of things you can buy. What we're here for, though, are our spells. This one's pretty cool, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is a massive waste. Do not get this. It's great if you can put them in a hallway and it can hit everybody, but outside of that, this is a terrible spell. Don't do it, right? I do like this one. This one's a really good spell. This one's a really good spell. Magma Shot's good. Gelmir's Fury is good. We could go with Frozen Armament, but I'm not gonna. This is a really good spell as well. Okay, and then we got into the incantations. So this is the very last one. So this is called Vortex of Putrescence. Launch a whirl of putrescent jets. I don't know why it uses the Stone of Garok picture, though. It's weird. When it's that spell. So it's the upgraded version, technically, of this. Or no. The area, ghost flames, explode shortly after impact, raining ghost flame upon the area. So this is actually the bigger one, sorry. To be a summons, death call. This one, like, I don't, I don't get this at all. So it says conjure a ghost flame at the palm of your hand and force it into your chest, mixing with your life force and creating a deadly and powerful sacrificial explosion. Why would I want to do that to kill myself? That doesn't even make sense. Explosive ghost flame is pretty good too. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of like fleeting microcosm. Conjure a microcosm that pulses with a single wave disappearing in a burst. It's okay, I guess. Conjures an image of the microcosm at a foe's feet that pulses with a single wave before disappearing in a burst. Charging enhances potency. So, I never really played with that one or this one all that much. So, for me, spell-wise, no. Like, retaliatory, no, that's a shield one. Like, this obviously is broken. Everybody knows this is broken. So, you can drain your FP all day long. It costs you 50 FP to hit it the first time, and then when you hold it, it's 20 FP a second. So we would get, 5 seconds out of it after the initial cast, essentially, right now. And hope that whatever we hit with it was gone. This is Revitalizing Starlight. This is for 60 seconds. We put a thing above our head, and it gives us more, or it increases our total FP by 10%. Terra Magica. This increases magic damage inflicted and FP by you and allies standing within it by 30%. Which is good, because you actually want to drop that, then use this. If you're going to do that kind of a combo. As far as spells go, though, Icy Lens spell that does more damage at longer range. Charging enhances. So, I definitely want to do that. We already have Ice Shard. So, I definitely want to get Ice Lance. I think that would be really good. So, it's 20 on just a basic cast, 40 on a charged cast. Cloaked and Icing of the Night Sister have challenged the fire giants since ancient times. It says Ice Mist, but it also has the thing. So we need a 28 total to get the 2 spells that I want here. Plus another 16. So 44? If my math is correct. My brain's a little fried right now, but I think we need a total of 44 to get what I want for this build. Because those are just going to be the only things we use. And we are currently at... We're currently at 4. So we need 40 more. So, there's how you figure out what kind of build you want to do and whatnot. So now, we're going to go work on the castle here. We've got 30 minutes. I don't know if we're going to be able to complete the castle in that amount of time. But we will do our darndest. Alright. And it's nighttime, so you guys will actually get to see what I mean by the Night Cavalry just angry aggro range. At least I think it's nighttime. Yeah. Look at that. Way down there. We're way up here. Not even close to him. And he's like, oh, I sense an enemy. Even the golem's like, it's nighttime and it's raining. I can't see. Like, look how close I'm getting. Is he not allowed up the stairs? Oh, I might have a way to punk him if he can't come up the steps. Dang it. That's fine. Golem will hit him. See? Oh, he came up the steps. Ah! Dang it. Oh my gosh! Alright, sit down. Alright. I was gonna fight with that guy, but I'm not gonna do that. We'll do the Night Rider some other time, but I was hoping that was just gonna be an easy way to gank him right there because the golem could hit him, but the golem only hit him once and kept hitting the horse after that. And then I was hoping he was stuck by the stairs. We should probably go ahead and level up our staff too. We should have done that while we were inside round table. Dogs are the most annoying freaking animals, man. You know what? We're taking the elevator back down. I keep forgetting to do our golden seeds. And then we're also going to go see about upgrading our staff. No disrespect, but you're hitting for 96 damage. How is that unstoppable? What? Oh. Well, we just started, bro. I was trying to figure out what you meant by that, Tommy. But yeah, I mean, we literally, we're still trying to get our character up. Yeah, we're not hitting for a whole lot of damage right now. Use that. And use that. And then we're not going to upgrade, or we're not going to level up. We're going to... Okay. Alright, we got it to +2. Let's go back to the round table. The spells I'm going for, I just showed them, but I'll run back real quick since I gotta upgrade my staff anyway. We're gonna primarily focus on frost spells. Run back. So the spells that I'm going for, I want to get Terra Magica to boost our damage, and then I want to get Ice Lance, and I want to test out Ice Mist. We need 4 more so I can grab this, and then we'll just save up, grab Terra Magica after that, and then save up again to grab Ice Lance. And then any spells we can buy in between while we wait. But those are going to be my primary spells. Yeah, just for the record, Tommy, we are playing modded. Yes, that is 100% a modded thing. Round table is completely different. We have access to literally every spell in the game, every armor, every weapon. That does nothing for us. Actually, what Ashes of War do I have? We have Determination. Oh, but I don't have any of the... Never mind. If I had any of the whetstones, I would go do that, but... Alright, go back here. Yeah, it's vastly different, Tommy. Vastly different, my friend. It makes the game way more challenging, but at the same time, it gives it... It still has that same flair of like where you need to go, what you need to do. But we start by coming out there, using Torrent to jump up here, and then doing this whole underneath part. What? I don't know what the heck I was stuck on, but alright. There we go, 200 damage per shot. Oh. I hate dogs. Okay, run. Ooh, one of those hit. There we go. Then I'm just gonna ignore all these guys. Hey, I've played it on PS5. In fact, I've platinumed the game twice on PS5. So, I did it the first time as a the generic let me use Bloodhound Fang to just easy clear the game. And then the second time I did it was with an int build. Okay, I don't need the sword, so we're just going to go ahead and skip grabbing it. If we were doing a strength build, I'd go over there and get the claymore, but we don't need it, so I'm leaving it behind. I just want to get to the boss. Nice, nice. Now, I will say, my very first playthrough, I goofed off. I didn't know anything about Elden Ring. I had heard that Dark Souls was ridiculous hard, and all the Dark Souls games were ridiculous hard. So, you know, I looked up a couple builds, and everybody was like, yeah, if it's your first run, you know, here's how you get this one blade. It's awesome. It's great. So I went and got it. And then, after probably, I don't know, 6-7 hours of playing, I went and found a walkthrough guide and followed it. And that's how I platinumed it the first one. And then the second time I platinumed it, I was trying to remember how that guy did the run. It did fairly well. I did have to go back and be like, okay, where was that one weapon, or where was that one spell, or how do I do this one cave? But yeah, I mean, I really enjoy this game. I'm looking forward to Night Rain because I have a feeling that it's also going to just be super, super fun. But standard Elden Ring has gotten to the point where I don't feel the excitement anymore. So I play modded. I've played Reforged. I've played the Convergence mod. I even played a little bit of the Cleavers mod. I'm not huge with melee damage anymore, since I really do like the spell casting of this game, so the Cleavers mod really doesn't do anything for me. But yeah, I mean, overall, I really like Elden Ring. I like what they did with it. It's super fun. Alright, Octopus, I need you to stay over there, buddy. Hi, jellyfishes. Please don't attack me, jellyfishes. We're gonna grab this. Just in case I die. That's fair. I would like to play modded if it came to console, but that's a far reach. I think the problem is that the developers from Soft, because of the limitations that you would have with mods when it comes to putting it on console, because of how big the game is already, I'm not sure you would be able to have the same capacity for mods. Like, this mod's almost as big, if not bigger, than the base game because of how many changes it makes to the game. So, that's kind of the downside when it comes to mods with certain games. Like, a prime example of the difference between a PC mod and a console mod is look at Baldur's Gate 3, right? They really need to fix this dude's AI. Because if I get far enough away, he'll just go run back towards that door. I had one run when I was fighting this guy where he got stuck on one side of the map, and no matter what I did to him, he just stood there and took it. And see, he like goes wandering off. I don't understand. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. He like gets stuck in his walking animation because I think he's trying to get to the enemies on the other side. But they did add a invisible wall, so I can't shove him off of it. But hey, I'll take the free win. There we go. Got another ethereal medallion. So now we need 3 more medallions. Yeah, BG is great. I love it. The big problem though is you know, when you're talking mods, is if you go look at the mod, like you and I could look at the exact same mod built in game. Mine will be bigger and have more stuff. Yours will be smaller and have less stuff, just because of the limitations of mods that are put on consoles, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, especially with the new gens. You can't tell me, like, if I want to only have one game on my console because I want to mod the crap out of it, seriously. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we got 20 minutes. I thought the castle was going to take us much longer to do, but that's alright. Okay. So we're gonna run up here. Yes, I know you could go do what's his face, but you can't summon him in this one. So the Evergoal actually moved. It's no longer here. This dude is a giant pain in the butt because he's now in here. So I may actually wait until we get that other spell. That's what I'll do. I'll wait until we get the other spell and hope that that helps us. So, from here... Ooh. Let's go see if we can get the item to go to Mog's Palace in case we ever want to just rune farm. There's Unsheath. So we're gonna go fight Big Boy. He's up this way. Okay. Look, man, I like playing games for the way they were intended to be played, but once you've beat it, especially when you've platinumed a game, let me play with mods so that I can still enjoy your game. I don't think it takes anything away from the experience if I can play with mods. That's why I'm still playing Elden Ring, or I would have moved on to something else. Okay. So, there's Biggin. This guy, I don't know why they put him here. He's from Shadowlands. And these dudes are hyper aggressive. I know you probably shouldn't fight this guy until you're ready to go to Mog's Palace, but they put him in Limgrave. Oh, that was bad timing on my part. Do-do-do. Dang it. Did it again. least he's not spewing blood at me. There we go. Got a frost proc right at the end. At least he wasn't spewing blood at me. I hate when they do that. Alright, so that gave me the Pure Blood Knight's Medallion and the Ether Medallion. So, the reason why I wanted to grab that real quick is I actually want to show you guys... Go to the audience ground. I want to show you, just in case... Yeah. That's the problem. So, when my friend plays with me, we're going to have to... devise builds that do more than just one damage type. So like I might do frost, or well, the one I'm going to do is a holy build and it uses poison and rot. And hopefully he can pick up like bleed and bleed and frost. Okay. So, in case nobody knows, and I don't have I have a crossbow, I just don't have a regular bow. If we get hit, we're, dead. But there is a way to farm runes out here. Ow! So, if you're not familiar with it, and I'm not here to try and collect everything, but while I am here, I am going to collect what I can. Even if I die. That's why I went and got that grace. Grab this. Grab that. Too bad that's not a spell. I'm out of stamina. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't care if you're out of FP, dude. There we go. Got it. Haha! Blood tax is actually a really good one for daggers and stuff. Excuse me, beep beep, excuse me, yep, beep beep. Okay. So, if you have a bow, Madness would be good, except for it doesn't work the way you would hope that it would work, just like Deathblight on NPCs. So, if you shoot that bird, he runs off, you get a bunch of runes, right? There's a chance that every time we sit down at Disgrace, that bird is going to have the golden little aura on it so that when it runs off the edge, you get like 30% more runes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yes. I wish I could go back to the very beginning to show you. There's a staff and a seal that they give you at the beginning of this game that you can pick that also does the same thing, where it can cast spells and incantations. So that's the one I will probably have to pick. Maybe, I don't know. When my friend Devin and I play, but they scale off of Int Faith. So not something I'm drastically looking forward to, but just to kind of show you, I think I have... Yeah, I have this. I can use this. That's fine. Okay, so hopefully I can hit him from here. Ooh, okay, that's a lot stronger than I thought it was. Here, I'm just going to aim right there. Oh. No, don't go investigate it. I wanted you to get hit by it. I'm trying to show people stuff. So he goes, runs off. Kaboom, he's done. You get your 5k runes. You sit down. I believe you're right, Tommy. I believe it is a remembrance boss. But, like, see how that dude now has a golden glow? If I can get just him to come at me. He was worth 15,000 runes. Now imagine if that bird had that golden aura. Oop. Kick myself right off the edge. And then he falls down. Goes kaboom. Get our 5,000. So that was 20k just for taking out 2 people. So this is arguably the fastest way to get runes in the game. And see, like, nobody around here has the little golden rune on him, which is kind of a bummer. But you would just shoot the bird, sit down. Shoot the bird, sit down. If one of these guys gets the golden rune, you take him out, go back to shooting the bird. If the bird gets it, you're going to get like 100k. So this is by far the best and fastest, whether it's retail Elden Ring or modded Elden Ring. This is the best place to come get runes, period. It's insane how fast you can level here. Get that to 20. You got that to 24. So, off camera, I'll probably go get a different bow and a bunch of arrows and come over here and level. Just so that we have some stats to mess around with. And then, y'all saw what spells I want to get. So in the next stream, so tomorrow's stream, we will be trying to get access to those spells. So that is what we're going to do. Tommy, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, boss man. I stream every day for about 2 hours. I would have started streaming at around 7 o'clock today, my time here in Central. I'm here in Oklahoma. We would have started streaming at 7, but my computer was acting stupid, so I didn't get to start until about 8 o'clock. And because I have work tomorrow, I have to get off and do all that. Let's see. I got lucky and joined a Discord group to help new players out as a summon, and one dude dropped me like 1,000 Lord runes. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's pretty dope. That's the thing I like about most of the community that we have with Elden Ring is people are like, hey man, I've got all this crap that I don't need because I've played it and I'm on like plus 12. So let me just drop it because I'm never going to use it. But yeah, so I do stream 2 hours every day. So if you are interested in the content, make sure you hit a sub for me, and that will allow you to see when I go live. If I'm not playing this, then I usually play Ascension WoW. It's another modded game. Same thing, Drew. If you guys are interested in watching me goof off and play modded games until Night Rain comes out, and then watch me absolutely suck for a while at Night Rain until I get used to it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And like I said, I try to go live at least 2 hours every day. But yeah, we will catch you guys in the next one. Please be safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.